Decentraland's native token called Mana, hypothetically going to the price of $10 during this bull run, I don't think that's ridiculous, contrary to popular belief, because even though nothing I say is financial advice nor guarantee, I do believe that Decentraland, even still today, is one of the best metaverses out there. Now, does it have the best graphics? Does it have the most, flashy, graphics? No, it doesn't. I'll admit that. But in my opinion, the overall package is A+, because first of all, good graphics doesn't determine whether something is good or not. Because you take a look at, for instance, you take a look at Roblox, Minecraft. Do they have the best graphics? No. But they're fun to play. That's why I think it's very popular. Much like Decentraland, the main reason why I think it's still around even right now is because there are still a lot of people who are dedicated towards Decentraland, even though it's not as great as it once used to. But the fact that even given the current conditions where the metaverse isn't doing the best, this is very impressive. It's down to the fact that I think that it's very fun to play. People don't want to play something that sucks. People don't want to play something that's cool, but then it's not fun at all. And in this case, I think it's very amazing. So you got to think about that. In terms of Decentraland, is it really over? No. And even if you take a look at the statistics, it's still doing pretty good. In the past 30 days alone, there has been over 10,000 transactions, and there's a balance of over $10 million as well. So yeah, that's not bad. A lot of people out there, they like to say that, oh wow, Decentraland is off into the abyss. No, I disagree. Data still shows that it's still alive, and it's still pretty much doing pretty good. I don't get why people keep saying it's so bad. And also think about this, right? The metaverse has a lot of potential. According to McKinsey, the metaverse could reach potentially up to $5 trillion in value by 2030. That's not even that far away. First of all, we're nearing 2025, which is kind of crazy to think about. But also on top of that, it's kind of just around 5 years away at this point. So when it comes to the metaverse, man, it has a lot of potential. Now, a lot of the hype did die down, but guess what? Once the hype jumps back in again, once that FOMO kicks back in again, guess who's going to be there to catch the wave? It's going to be something like Decentraland, because I think it's much better, anticipating a wave as opposed to chasing it. And I think Decentraland, they understand that concept, which is why they're not giving up. They're still believing in the metaverse. And man, once metaverse really kicks back in again, the hype for it at least, I think Decentraland, it's going to be one to catch that wave. And I really can't wait. And that's why I still believe in Decentraland. That's why I'm continuing to dollar cost average and to Mana. I'm not giving up. I can't wave a magic wand and say that, oh yeah, Mana has to pop today. That's not how it works. All I have to do right now is what I can control, which is dollar cost averaging, acquiring any tethered income, holding and just waiting. Because usually, historically speaking, altcoins, they peak anywhere between a year and a half to half a year after a Bitcoin halving event. And the Bitcoin halving event just happened back, in April. So that's anywhere between October this year to October next year. Not so bad. But personally for me, I don't think it's going to happen sometime this year because due to the market sentiment, I think it's pretty much going to happen in 2025. But even if, let's say, worst case scenario, I have to wait till, near the end of next year to see Mana truly gain its rise again and break through its all-time high and do all that good stuff, even if I have to wait until that long, I don't mind because if anything, it's actually more time for me to accumulate Mana. So that's not crazy in my opinion. Some people like to say, oh, why is waiting longer such a good thing? That sucks. No, I disagree because in some cases, if I have more time to accumulate, I don't mind. Now, of course, I don't want to wait like 10 or 15, 20 years or something crazy like that. But of course, just waiting a little bit over a year, not so bad. A lot of people, they've been in the crypto space, just generally speaking, ever since 2021. And I've been acquiring Mana ever since 2021. So you got to imagine that. It's been quite a while now. Waiting just a little bit over a year doesn't seem so bad. I feel like I'm running a marathon and it just feels like this is kind of nearing the end in terms of my acquisition phase. But that's the analogy I would put on it. I'm not going to give up if it's like a 10-mile marathon and then I'm 8 or 9 miles down. I'm not going to give up then. I want to see it through. I want to see what happens when it comes to Mana. If I give up right now, that would be such a shame. I don't want to regret later on. So again, I'm staying patient. I'm staying consistent. And why would I not? There's over 600 million crypto owners as we speak, according to Crypto.com research. That's more than ever before in history, practically double the amount when compared to the peak of the 2021 bull run. So that's impressive. I think this time around, the FOMO, the buying pressure, the buying volume, it's going to be insane. Also, you take a look at the Bitcoin ETF. That's massive. You take a look at, the number of institutional investors of Bitcoin. I would be so surprised with all those, factors taken into consideration if Bitcoin doesn't hypothetically at least go to the price of $150,000 during this bull run. I really would, because I still think that Bitcoin still has a lot in the gas tank. And if Bitcoin were to do that, it's only natural, that altcoins are going to go along with the ride and hypothetically do very well. And I think Mana's also going to be part of that ride and hypothetically go to the price of $10 during this bull run. And it's not like $10 is insane, because if it were to go to that price, considering current circulating supply, at that point, market cap would be around $19 billion. Not so bad. I mean, first of all, we've seen SHIB, aka Shiba Inu, reach around $40 billion in market cap. I mean, come on, this isn't even half of that. Also, we've seen Doge reach over 80 billion. Come on, Dogecoin, but I get it. Okay, those are meme coins. Let's use a different example. We've even seen BNB reach over 100 billion. So I'm not saying that Mana is going to go to 50, 70, $80 billion market cap, over 100 billion. Nothing crazy like that. Just around $19 billion of market cap, I don't think it's too much to ask for. Especially again, when I consider the trajectory of the metaverse, when I consider just how solid Decentraland is, and when I consider just how impressive this bull run could be. $10 during this bull run for Mana, I don't see why not. I think it's that special. I don't think it's unrealistic. I think it's a very impressive metaverse, and I think that this bull run could be that fantastic. So again, $10, I don't think it's crazy at all. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's Willie the Captain. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.